podcast goals. Done some live shows in Las Vegas.
I think you have the same answer as me. Take this shit on tour?
Fuck yeah. But, you know, when we say tour, we're not like Tool. Well, maybe we are because we're just hitting like a few random cities.
Exactly.
That's the goal. We're Tool.
We're going to rage against the machine this tour.
Exactly. We're doing Coachella and 2 other random cities. That's us. We're like the Rage Against the Machine reunion tour. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, I'm MJ.
And I'm Bree.
Welcome to Keeping It Casual,
a sex-positive dating and relationship advice podcast.
Yes, I'm married with 2 kids.
And I'm navigating this crazy dating world.
We're just here to share our drama.
And the wild stories of our listeners.
Your Vegas girls are here for you.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, guys.
I love it.
I know.
And a good BJ.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi. I think we need to cheers.
Let's cheers.
Cheers to a fabulous new decade and a new year.
And to infinity and beyond.
Woo! Dear God, I hate Fireball.
Bree's Fireball shot face is my tequila face.
Yes, it is.
I have a very pleasant Fireball face because, I don't know, it just,
See, and I have a very
so
pleasant
Christmassy.
Tequila face because I'm like, tequila.
Oh, tequila. I'm getting lots of dick tonight. That's what it is.
I've been getting no dick. Fuck all y'all.
Oh, man. I've been getting the dick. So, you guys, just wrapping up Christmas, heading into New Year. This is going to drop like New Year's Day. Wow! So, we decided to have a really fun episode where
it's just us.
Yeah.
It's just us. We've given you a lot of guest episodes this year, but it's just fucking us. But tell me more about your sex.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about all the sex. First of all, since Bree said she's not having the sex, I'm giving you the gift right now of self-love. Merry Christmas. I haven't seen her on Christmas. Everybody's been sick in my house. It's not been an exciting Christmas, but before that, the sex.
She gave me a vibrator, guys. Yeah. And let me tell you, my vibrator died, and I was very sad about it. Ooh,
Can you hold that up next to the microphone?
I'm trying to, but it's not turning on.
No, I just mean it's the same size. It looks like a purple microphone. Oh,
we should take a picture of me with it.
My phone's charging.
Oh, damn it. Oh, well. That's fine. I can keep my vibrators to myself, guys.
Yes.
Yes, I haven't been getting any sex. My vibrator died. I've not been coming. It's been hard for me. It's been hard.
Well,
I have the female equivalent of blue balls.
My sister-in-law is an incredible, let's face it, she works at Deja Vu Adult Emporium, and she's...
Shout out Alicia.
Shout out Alicia.
Shout out to
resident
the
sexpert.
Let's Talk About Sex episode. Guess what? She's going to be on again, guys.
Yeah, and you know, you guys were taking notes. That is one of our most downloaded episodes. But I just looked at the stats, Bree. We don't look at our stats all the time. We don't look at our stats all the time of like most downloaded episodes, but I thought it'd be fun for the end of the year to like figure out what were the top 5 episodes since day one.
That sounds good. You know what? We're about a year and a half into this, guys. Holy fuck. Dude.
I know. And let me tell you something. We're consistent. We stay weekly. We've only taken off a couple of holidays and a couple of live show after parties.
Oh God, we've been so drunk.
Yeah, we've been very drunk through this whole experience. Thank you for hanging on for the shit shows.
Thank you. Oh God, I love you guys so much. But let's not get mushy gushy yet. I want to hear about your fucking.
Okay, yes, we'll get to the top 5 podcasts at the end of the show. But
I don't know what they are.
I took Chris out for his birthday. We had to rent a hotel room and get away from like all of the children and the dishes and the chores and the drama.
Did you ever notice that like it doesn't even matter like if you're in the dingiest hotel room or the nicest hotel room? Hotel rooms are just sexy.
It's fucking like
they're sexy. Let's fuck. Like the thing about hotel rooms is like you never know what's going on next door. Like I always like to imagine, even if there's nobody next door, if I'm fucking in a hotel room, that somebody's like listening in on me and masturbating.
Ooh,
it's hot, isn't it? Ooh.
I always love like just like tearing up the sheets and destroying the place. Like I love to throw pillows. Like when I'm on the bed, like pillows be gone. Like get out of my way. I'm throwing pillows, start throwing everywhere.
The British prick and I were very big into hotel rooms
because you were having an illicit affair.
Oh God, I didn't know about that part.
You were just like, this boyfriend's great. Red flags if your man only meets in hotel rooms.
Well, I mean, it was only out here. I would bring it back to my apartment, but
yeah.
But we were big into hotel rooms too.
Never, if you never see their apartment, that's a red flag.
Well, but they live in LA too.
But you never went to LA.
I did see his apartment
in LA. He had a flop house in LA?
Yeah. I don't know if it was his. Maybe he rented an Airbnb. Like,
probably was. He like folded down all the pictures of like this family.
The wife was all in the closet. And I wasn't a Snoopy bitch back then. This is why I'm a Snoopy bitch now.
He would have had to like, he goes through and like reset up the house. He like took pictures of how he like changed the whole house to look like it. He probably would, that psycho.
Probably.
Episode 8, Catfish. You guys, we're just going to be dropping throwback episodes because if you're just catching on midway and you haven't like gone through the journey with us, there's some episodes to catch up on.
Seriously. But like he and I were big. Yeah. He and I were big into hotel rooms, and we were just like, we're going to leave our DNA all over this room.
Oh my God. Well, we definitely did.
I'm proud of you.
I did take him to the Led Zeppelin cover band. It was called Led Zepp again. And I wore this like sexy sweater dress and these tall, like, fuck me, Steve Madden leather boots that go up to your thighs. Ooh. And kept them on all night.
Can we name this episode Fuck Me Boots?
Yeah. They definitely were, and he knew it. And okay, here's the thing. When you're married, you got kids, and you finally go out for a night, you have this little anxiety of like, one of us is going to get too drunk, or one of us is going to get back to the hotel room and just want to watch movies, or whatever. Like,
drunk in love.
I'll tell you what, I was like not having it, neither was he. We were both seizing the moment. I brought some toys. I had some sexy lingerie going on underneath.
Sexy or trashy?
Trashy. Yes.
Fuck yes.
You're right. Fucking trashy. Yes. Like the you know, the bras that kind of go down to your mid stomach.
Yeah. Like a little bustier.
Yeah, a little bustier looking thing. And then I had on these really slutty thong, and it was really hot. And I had that thing where it goes around your waist.
Had the fuck me boots, the garter belts.
Garter belt. Yeah. They're just hanging
with the fuck me boots.
So the garter belt was just like hanging over the cheeks. Yeah. So no thigh highs, because I didn't get time for that.
No, but you had the thigh high boots.
The pantyhose. If I had some thigh highs, I would have rocked those with the boots and then like connected them, but didn't need them. They were still the effects still working. And then I reached in his drawers and I got him some like Chippendale underwear one day when I went to the show. I was like, I'm buying these. So I brought like something for him to wear.
Not a man thong.
I brought some lube, vibrator, and I brought this really incredible glass dildo I have. And
I fucking love glass dildos.
It's very subtle because it's like it's kind of like beads as they get bigger, so it goes from small to biggest. Anyhow, we got back to the hotel room.
And had a fucking night.
Yeah, we had a fucking night, and it was all night. We had no sleep.
Girl, no sleep till Brooklyn. I love it.
And nobody fell asleep. Nobody copped out. I took my little phone because this is the problem with hotels, though. There's never a fucking booming sound system. Like,
no.
The TV had that weird channel you could put on like jazz for fucking, and it just wasn't happening. So I put on my fuck playlist, or as our girl Takia says, her ho shit.
Oh shit.
And
I like telling stories. I like that.
Anyway. We got into the hotel room and I fucking handed these Chippendale underwears to him and I said, go in the bathroom and change now. And he's like, all right. And he came out and started dancing, and I was drunk dancing, and I was laying on the bed and I was like take him off, and he started. I said no, slowly, and I was like, turn around. He loved it. We were having so much fun. I was being bossy, and then I started like breaking out the toys and doing a little something on myself, and I was like, get over here because I'm about to do some things to you.
Ooh.
And things got fucking wild. You've heard our sex episode. What was that one called? Episode 69.
Oh, episode 69. Sex talk with a brat and switch. Like what do we got? Every episode we've ever
5. No, episode 69, the all oral episode.
Oh, the anal episode. Anal beads.
Talked about some things. So
damn. Okay, keepers.
Use your imagination.
Your co-host Bree isn't getting laid. So send me your sex stories. I got a new vibrator. I need to masturbate.
She's like, can we talk about sex? Like, she's over here like pointing her toes and crossing her legs and one leg in the air. She's like fidgeting all over. I love it. Usually it's your sex stories. Like, finally, mama's getting some sex. And you know what was crazy though, is that, you know, Chris and I, it's hectic with kids. It's hectic with our schedules. And I was telling you, we had just the best talk that night. We like before.
I know you guys connected.
Yeah.
You guys, when you were telling me about that conversation you guys had, I said that was your re-falling in love. Not that you guys ever fell out of love, but you know when you like fall in love with a person again because they do something that just makes you fall in love with them all over again. That's what that conversation was. I fell in love with him again.
Yeah, well, I think we talked about some stuff that we haven't really had a chance to have deep cathartic conversations like you and I have, and we just had that chance to connect, and it opened up this incredible night of just passion and wild sex, and it just.
And while you guys were having passionate wild sex, I was out with Rachel.
Oh,
hi, Rachel.
Don't tell comedy. Hey, girl.
I was out with Rachel. I was out with Ashley Hoover Baker.
Oh my God. She's like a one-woman show, and I love her so much.
I was with Sylvia
on This Day Entertainment. Sylvia, the ultimate sex pot. Gorgeous.
Undisclosed Desires.
Babe.
I was with I was with Abby Ashley, who does eyelashes. So I was out with them. We all had a night out, and Rachel's boyfriend Justin came.
We like Justin. Justin's cool.
Justin's cool as shit. Anyways, we went to the Christmas pop-up bar at the Sand Dollar.
Ah,
it was fun. It was so
that's funny.
Fun. They have really kitschy little drinks. I drank like a hot. It was supposed to be hot cocoa, but it was iced hot chocolate with I don't know. There was like a whole bunch of alcohol.
With what?
It was good. You don't need to know. I drank
something in it.
Mexican seasonings. It really says that in the description. It's like with Mexican seasonings. I don't know what Mexican seasonings.
It was like tapatio and chocolate. That's weird, but
it was good.
I bet it would be good.
Cheers for another drink.
Another fireball shot down the hatch, guys.
Ooh.
After our episode with Jocelyn, and we Bree and I will start drinking, and then we'll start waiting on people, and then we'll start drinking more. Last time I was like, girl, we drank way too much. I'd be in the editing room like, oh, good Lord.
She's like, we can't drink that much next time. And I'm like, okay, so we got to roll it back. We can't take 5 shots with beers. We've got to take, I got it. We've got it figured out.
3 is good, but 5.
Okay, so I've got to give a shout out to Chanty and Lynx from Muses Podcast.
Free Fallin' with Chanty.
They're coming out into February.
Oh, yes.
They're coming out soon. And we're all going to get together and we're going to have a fucking girls' night. But they are the sweetest because they gave us a huge shout out on their podcast. Yes. And they're like, we want to do a live show with you. And I want to do a live show with you.
Okay, I think here's what we're going to do. We're going to lure them here. When they come here in February, we're going to go have a girls' night. We're going to take them to our favorite venue that we want to have our next live show on. And we're going to lure them back here this fall.
Yes.
Or maybe next year. We don't know. They live in Toronto. It's a big fly. So
we're gonna go to Toronto with them.
We're going to Toronto too. It's already sold out.
It's already sold out. Both shows are already sold out. They haven't even planned yet, but it's already fucking happening. But they're the sweetest. They gave us this huge shout out. And I appreciate both of these girls so much. Chanty, when we sat down with her, she was like, I've said this before on the podcast, she was just so zen and so beautiful.
She put me in the zen mood.
Fucking beautiful.
And beautiful and cool. But they have a cool podcast that's called Muses, and they talk about rock and roll history and the women that inspired rock and roll.
And it's not just rock and roll anymore. They've gone into country, and they've gone into just the muses, the girls behind the songs, guys.
It's a really great podcast for you to get into in 2020 if you haven't yet.
Okay, and can I tell you a funny story that didn't happen to me?
Yes.
So my friend texted me on Christmas Day. She's like, oh, so I got this text from a number I don't know that said, hey, can we grab lunch?
Okay.
And she was like, who's this?
It's obviously been a little too long if your number is missing.
A guy that ghosted her 5 fucking years ago.
What? 5 years ago?
5 years ago.
Okay, what was the follow-up text to this? Do you do who is this? I kind of sometimes if somebody sounds really friendly.
I have screenshots from the entire.
What do you know when you get a text from somebody? They're like, "Hey, happy birthday! Thinking of you and your family," and you're like, "I don't have their number." You're like, "Thanks."
So
I got a new phone.
See, I'm showing this to you. Number not saved in the phone. You can verify this.
Yo, what's up with you? Free for lunch? I have to work. Dinner tomorrow? Still working?
Please read the.
I gotta read this now.
We should do a dramatic reading.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, you're gonna be the.
You gotta be the guy.
I'll be the guy. I'll be the guy. Okay, I'm coming in hot. Yeah. Yo, what's up with you? Free for lunch?
I have to work.
Dinner tomorrow?
Still working.
Next week? LOL. Haha. Next month?
Also, who is this? Hold on, there's more.
There's more.
Also, who is this? Beep name.
Bleep.
Oh, good grief.
Ellis Island?
Beep. From like a million years ago?
Like, perfect. Is that not the goods? What, is he from Jersey?
I don't know.
What is with his talking? Are you shy now?
And then she blocked him.
Oh my God. That is the drunkest, like, if I like, wow, what's the first line though again? Hey, what's up with you?
Free for lunch. Yo, what's up, free for lunch? 5 fucking years. They went on one date. He goes to her.
I like that the name is a friend of yours. The name is a mutual friend of yours.
But mutual friend of
That's
both
why
of
when I
ours.
read it, I was like, wait, Beep? And you're like, yes, Beep. And it's like, from Ellis Island?
Not that Beep, though.
No,
Another Beep.
Obviously.
Because even at first she was like, oh, I thought that was blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, that's not his number. He wouldn't have that area code.
So let me tell you about Ellis Island. It's like one of the most classic Vegas, like, karaoke bars of all time in Vegas.
You know they just added a beer garden.
Dude, forget about it.
We gotta fucking go.
Every time I go to Ellis Island, I can't even get my song on because people line up. There's like 3 hours.
It's worse than Dino's.
I'm like, what do I gotta pay to get play my Beastie Boys?
But like Chris Kim, he was posting about how they opened this new beer garden there, and I was like, I gotta go there.
We do. We are way overdue for a karaoke night. We've been like scrounging for a girls' night forever.
We have been,
but I think a karaoke night is in order. We need to just be out and be savage, drunken singers that just assault everybody with our lyrics.
Okay, so I went out.
That's how I feel when
I
I'm
went out to the
karaokeing.
bar with a few friends, and we're just sitting there. We were chatting for hours and hours and hours. And the bar was playing great music, and then our karaoke song "Paul Revere" came on, and I was like, "Now here's a little story I got to tell." And I was like
at the
busting
bar?
it out, and then I like
She's
at the
been
bar.
working on the lyrics, guys.
What?
I said she's been working on the lyrics, guys.
Well, and then I stopped and I got really sad. And I was like, I can't do this without MJ. I looked at my friends. I was like, I can't do this without MJ. And they were like, what? And I was like, this is our song. This is not yours. This has nothing to do with you. My relationship with my podcast co-host has nothing to do with you.
This is a relationship unlike any I've ever had and always dreamed of, okay?
Our bachelor Andrew gave me a dreamer necklace because I'm the realist, so I have my dreamer with me at all times.
And he used to be the manager of Dreamers.
I know.
Okay, Andrew is roten into a show. Roten. I love we both already said words that aren't words, but it's okay. You guys will catch on to the other one. Bree said it first.
What did I say? What did I
think you
say?
said gave in.
I gave in?
We gave in advice. I think. I don't know. I was gonna call you out, but I'm not that girl. But I want to be.
That's okay. I don't even remember saying it. I'm a bunch of fireball shots deep.
All right, we're done with the fireball. We promise we're done with that.
No, I need more.
I know, right? No, you don't.
You know what? We gotta give a shout out to Deb because we're in her
God.
beautiful house recording because I'm house sitting for
we're
her.
on location, guys. This was the very first spot of the Keeping It Casual podcast photo shoot.
It was, but Deb, she's our personal Samantha Jones.
She's the Samantha Jones in
and
our
like,
life.
if you guys walked into her house, you would understand how fucking fabulous this woman is. Her tree is themed.
It's
we're looking at her Christmas tree right
giant
now.
ice skate on it. I mean, her whole house is just
gorgeous.
It's just perfectly like just holidayed the hell out with just.
But she
joy.
bought us a because everybody's very interested in what we're drinking all the time, a book of shots called Candy Shots, and we started reading through them and we're like, yes, we want that shot, we want that shot, we need this shot.
I figure we're gonna give you a shot. Okay, I'm gonna give you a shot out of this book that you have to make. Okay, I'm just gonna tell me when to stop. I'm flipping.
Stop.
Flipping. All right, here we go. Past Christmas, but we're gonna do it. It's the candy cane shot. Okay,
Ooh.
1 part grenadine, 1 part creme de la menthe. Mint. It's menthe.
We're just gonna call it mint because we're fucking.
And 1 part peppermint schnapps, and you layer in the glass so you don't shake it. So that is 1 part grenadine, 1 part creme de la menthe. It says menthe. I'm just gonna keep going. Okay. It says white. 1 part peppermint schnapps. There you go. Candy cane shot.
That made my nipples hard. I want to drink it right now.
We'll give you another fancy shot at the end of the episode. Yes. This episode's so extra. Just wait for all the random shit that comes with it. Okay, it's gonna be at the end of the top 5 podcasts. I've downloaded.
You were sick on Christmas. I didn't do much on Christmas. I got a air fryer. So, I mean.
Ooh, I hear you can make fried chicken in that.
I'm so excited.
Really?
I asked for an Instant Pot, but I got an air fryer, so I'm not complaining.
Let me just give you Instant Pot and pressure cooker. Same. They're both $100 or so.
Yeah. So I'm going to go buy my own Instant Pot. And also, I have to say, my grandma, she's the sweetest woman ever. I love her. Like, this is going to make me cry just talking about it. I mentioned to her once that Mike Love from the Beach Boys wrote a book. And I was like, yeah, did you know Mike? Because the Beach Boys are her favorite band. And I said, do you know Mike Love wrote a book? And she goes, no, I didn't. I said, yeah, I want to read it. Just said it in passing. What do you think I opened up Christmas morning?
No.
Yes, I said it to her like back in October.
Your grandmother gave you a book of rock and roll anthology.
Yes.
Fucking respect your family. A lot.
My grandma,
Chanty and Lynx would appreciate that as
Chanty
well.
and Lynx would appreciate that. But yeah, that's how sweet my grandmother is. And then my mom, like, I asked for a fucking Instant Pot, but she bought me a Dooney and Bourke Los Angeles Dodgers wallet because.
And then you got the half price Instant Pot. You got the air fryer.
And then I got the air fryer, and I was
She's like, she'd rather appreciate this purse and maybe something else she could cook neat stuff in.
Yeah, my mom knows me because she knows I don't splurge on like designer purses. I don't splurge on designer anything. So she knows me. She's like, my daughter's not going to splurge on this, so I'm going to give her this.
The real sugar babies know that we get those things bought for us.
Any
designer purses. All my girls have the nice designer purses. I'm like, damn, where'd you get that Gooch, girl? She's like, oh, that was 25.
Oh, well. His name was Hubert.
I met him for the weekend.
It's true, though. And I'm like, but my favorite gift, I think, is going to be whatever Vivian gives me.
Oh, Vivian got her something. We'll have to talk about on the follow-up episode.
Yes, because I got Vivian some things.
Dude,
too.
I've just had that. This is my second Christmas in a row where, like, I have Chris's birthday, then Logan. My little Logan turned 2.
Oh,
little cutest man in the world.
Little babe.
And then a week later is Christmas. So,
and then
like,
you guys got sick somewhere in between.
Fucking Logan's sick on his birthday every year. That's boring stuff. We don't want to talk about it. We're fine now.
So I sent out on Instagram, hey guys, send us your end of decade questions. And you know what? That's what we're fucking doing right now. We're going to answer your questions. I'll start off.
I love that. I love that you did that because it's fun.
You were sick, and I was like, you know what? I got to make this episode interesting. We can't just talk about sniffly noses, guys.
No. We could talk a little bit about my sex, but this isn't married sex, so it's not all on the table.
What are you talking about? My toes were pointed up in the air. I was like, tell me all the hotel sex, please.
Oh, my God. If you want to know, I mean, God,
Rachel's talking about hooking me. Rachel, please hook me up with your hot doctor friend.
Last shot. Is it even?
No, you need more.
I do. I'm already starting to sweat. That probably means I do.
We're going to finish this bottle by the end of the episode.
Then I'm slaying. I'm staying the night. I'm slaying the night.
We're cuddling. It's okay. Chris won't be mad.
Breaking all of my rules. What's happening? You know when you like set rules for yourself and then you just break them because you're in the moment having fun? Stop setting rules for yourself, people. Just stop.
That's me every time I have a one-night stand. I'm like, I'm not going to fuck a guy tonight.
I'm not going to shave my legs. Did you have itchy, non-shaved legs?
Ladies, always shave. Have your pussy prepared.
Always. And like, don't just wear your granny panties. You think that's going to keep you from having sex. No, then you're going to have sex with granny panties. He'll remember you like that.
But here's the trick. Just take them off really, really quick before he notices.
No panties. Throw those things away. Drop
in
them
the car. All right.
Throw them out the window.
Cheers.
Make sure you're following him.
The shit show continues.
Yes,
Keepers, thank you for continuing.
I will give you one hint. Top 5 episode, number 5, biggest shit show of all time. And when I say shit show, I mean it was so much fun recording it, but I don't know if anybody could have followed the second half of it. But it was so much
I think I know.
Fun. Okay.
So listener question. I'm going to start off.
Okay.
Because this first question is kind of for you.
Okay.
It's from Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Tony.
Yo, Tony.
Hey, I'm looking to start my own.
Hey, yo, Tony. Hey, what's up with you? You free for lunch?
That's gonna be merch now. Yo, what's up with you? Free for lunch?
God. Oh my God. We're sticking on your boyfriend now.
Hey, I'm looking to start my own personal training business. MJ, I know you do a lot with fitness. Any advice?
Okay. So I taught pole dancing and all kinds of dance classes. I started striptease workout, cardio striptease. I started actually teaching kickboxing when I was like 18.
I don't think I knew that about you.
No, and then I moved to Vegas, and then it was like
the layers of the onion are peeling back. I didn't fucking know.
Yeah, I am a core kickboxing teacher instructor. My cardio kickboxes.
That makes sense. Remember when I dated that kickboxer who was really hot but really dumb, and you were like, he's a kickboxer, so
back up. Well, what I would say is, honestly, we live in the years of social media, so I'm just kind of getting back into it as I've kind of phased out of radio. I'm getting more back into teaching pole dancing and lap dancing again. It's something. It's just a dance area that I love.
So if I was like, girl, I want to start teaching my own burlesque classes.
Yeah.
Tony. Okay. For example, let's say. So how would I get people interested in me?
I think first off, you have to promote. You got to use a social media platform to do that. I'm honestly talking about stuff that I'm working on. So here it goes. So start using your social media to promote what you do. Mm-hmm. If you got a booming body you want to flex on, if you're at the gym doing stuff.
His name's Tony. He probably does have a booming.
I feel like Tony got it going on. I feel like Tony needs to get short clips and do some Instagram stories.
Tony GTLs all the time.
he's like gym, tan, laundry. I want to see. There it is, Tony. This is your angle, okay? You need a teaser video, and it's going to be you at the gym, maybe doing some tricep pull downs. You know what I'm saying? Get that back angle, get that sexy ripped body you got. Because if you're going to be a personal trainer and your name's Tony, you better have that. Then afterwards, you're at the laundry, but you're doing laundry, okay? And then afterwards, you're laying on the patio doing like a tan. Tanning. I don't care if it's cold outside and you live in Vegas, wherever you live. You need to do a trio teaser video. This is for you, Tony.
Tony,
I want a GTL teaser video.
Tony, if you're hot and you're single and you don't look like Tony Soprano, you look like somebody not like him. Yeah.
No, I want to give him some solid advice, though. Honestly, dude, get some business cards made and just put your name and logo on it.
If you're not roided out, let's do this shit.
I mean, you did slide into our Instagram DM, so you need to slide into Bree's because she's looking for a sexy personal trainer. She will make you your own graphic flyers.
We can put me in all fours.
Yes, she wants to be in all the stretches, learn to stretch. But no, seriously, Tony, I think what it is that you have to have a little bit of video of you working out, have a little bit of testimonials if you can, of, personal training. You just got to get out there and network. So you want to be at concerts. You want to be,
anywhere.
You want to be anywhere, and you want to have business cards. Free apps all over the place where you can make flyers that you can
make your own merch, Tony. Put your fucking logo, your website. Start a website. Put it on a water bottle. Start passing them out to people.
Dude, we are the queen of water bottles. Everybody likes water.
Everybody likes water. You know what's funny?
We can only talk to Tony in this accent.
We really can. When I was at the bar with my friends, they were making fun of me because I had my Keeping It Casual bag, I had my Keeping It Casual water bottle, I had my Keeping It Casual hoodie, and they were like, "You're on brand." And I was like, "I am always on brand."
That is so great. You need to get some swag. Get some swag. Get a Tony.
When I was in
Tony needs a business.
You do, and business cards really work. When I was in New Orleans with my Australian friend, every bar we were into, I was like talking to the bartender, and I was like, "You like podcasts? You should check this out." And he cracked up every single time that I was like, "You like podcasts? You should check me out."
I love it, man. Who doesn't like talking about sex, relationships, and relating? I mean, and now we're giving business advice to Tony. So Tony, I seriously think Bree was on to something. You got to get the GTL. Do something funny when it comes to you. When it comes to creating your own business, you can do the same shit everybody else is doing. Do your own thing. The Jersey Shore did it, but you're Tony. You do it in your way, okay? This is me at the gym. This is me tanning. This is me doing laundry.
But if you do it in a way where you're making fun of them and making fun of yourself, people are going to be about that.
Boom. We just gave you your marketing plan.
Boom.
10%. Send it our way. First client. We'll take it.
Our Venmo is... Actually, you can find our PayPal on our website, so buy us a drink. All right, you want to read the next question?
All right. Here we go. This is from Kat.
Meow. That was not fucking planned, guys.
Like our outfits most of the time. Bree, we miss your dating stories.
Oh,
it's
no.
like they've disappeared. We were just talking about this. Are you seeing somebody? If not, are you going to start dating again?
I'm not really seeing anybody. I've got some potentials, but no. You know what's funny is actually I downloaded Bumble on Christmas Day for about 35 seconds. I was swiping. I downloaded it. I made the profile. I swiped a few times and didn't feel right to me. I do want to start dating again. I'm ready for it. I needed to take some time to heal. I really did. But I want to meet somebody organically.
You know what? You're right. And I think we've talked about this and we've all been through phases and you're just like, got to get on the apps, got to do it. And then some people are like, but like for my sister, for example, she's like, I want to get on the apps. You know, recently she got back on, got a date.
Yeah.
They went to the Ethel Chocolate Factory for Christmas.
Oh, how cute.
It was.
Yeah, I'm a little bit more interested in meeting somebody a bit organically. I've been going out a lot recently.
It's your dating phase, right? Your cycles. Remember we were talking about your dating cycles.
I'm ready. I'm ready to date again. I'm not interested in something that doesn't feel right to me though. Like I'm not interested in like just dating just to date. I want something that like I want somebody who genuinely wants to approach me and be like, hey, let me buy you a drink.
I feel you. So that means that you got to get out.
And which I have been. I've been going out.
You have been going out. I'm like, hey, what's it? You're like, I'm at a Golden Knights game. I'm like, you bitch. How dare you go to a Golden Knights game without even like consulting me and just telling me about your day and saying, hey, later I'm doing this. I was very jealous. I got the phone with you. I was like, Chris, Bree was at a Golden Knights game tonight. It's like the biggest thing you could do in Vegas. It's on everybody's Instagram but mine. Anyhow.
She's like,
go on.
She goes, what are you doing Saturday? I'm like, oh, just Natalie and I are going to go to Velveteen Rabbit. And she's like, oh, okay. And Natalie and I are both single hot babes. So
why do I feel like oddly jealous because you're not like consulting me before you make plans? Like I need to be like they all have to run through me first.
I'll
feel
finger
like a
bang
mother.
you later to make you feel better.
Because I've been sitting at home for 2 weeks with like sick children, and then I got sick.
We're gonna finish this bottle of Fireball and pass out.
We can't. I don't think so. We're not gonna answer any of these questions. Right? I'm pushing it over here.
Later, after we go off mic, we're gonna finish that bottle.
It's true. I'm like, babe, I'm sleeping over.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the next question.
Okay,
right? Tasha. Hey, girl. Thanks for the advice, Jocelyn.
Tasha.
How's our are you getting finger banged by a girl right now,
I
Tasha?
hope that you've like given
licked some
pussy.
eyes.
I was thinking about that after we did that episode, and I was like, okay, if I was out with my man and like I was interested in a chick, I would seriously, and he was down for it, I'd be putting the eyes hard. Like I'd just be like catching eyes and winking and smile. I would be like a full on prowling dude.
How hot? Like,
I would be
I'm
really
sorry.
bad.
Like I'm not a bisexual woman. Like Jocelyn told me she could smell the dick sucker coming off me. But like, how hot would it be to like cuck your husband with another chick?
I think I'm not either. Like, I'm not the kind of girl that could share my man with anybody. I will cut you. You know what I'm saying?
But to have your man watch while the girl is like, you little bitch, I'm fucking your woman right now. That's kind of hot.
I think the fantasy is really
hot. The fanny is really hot. I don't think the reality I'd like at all, but the fantascy of it's fucking hot.
You know what it is? It's like the aftermath of the real thing that happened. It's like, oh, it's all sexy that night. Like that
threesome.
Like that scary drug you did. That was really fun one night, and then the next day you're like, "Whoa, God, what did I do?"
All the Molly, and you're like, "Who's
calling me today? We have a trip planned to L.A. We're all going to Disneyland."
That reminds me of something I'm going to tell you off mic. Actually.
Oh my God, dude, your iPhone tablet keeps timing out.
7464.
Oh my God, that's how you spell sing, guys, on a tablet. Oh God.
Do you need my thumbprint?
This is all my fault because I didn't charge my phone. Hold on, let me see if it's charged.
No, it's not.
I have Supercharge on here. I can't live this life anymore. Fucking fancy iPhone people. My Android. Look at me. I'm 75% charged. Jesus Christ. Androids have no soul, so they charge in like 15 minutes.
Let's finish Tasha. Right. Tasha says, hey, girl, thanks for the advice. Blah, 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 blah. I never knew Tasha was such a by name. I'm sorry. Jocelyn was an amazing fucking guest.
Oh my
and
God.
She's so fucking gorgeous.
Thank you for can't wait to be to the Laughed Out Comedy Festival.
I know.
January 16th through 18th.
Oh my God. It's 16th, 17th, 18th. We're going. We're there.
Yeah.
Y'all better be there. Keepers. Keepers.
I took off work. Cancel all my classes.
Yes. Okay. I never knew Tasha was such a by name. Ladies, how do you two make your micheladas? Okay. I buy the clamato on it, and it says perfect for micheladas. That's really what it says, isn't it? Mm-hmm. We pour a little, just a dash of that, and we use Modelo. We pour Modelo. We pour a dash of that. We do a little bit of Tapatio or Valentina or whatever like hot sauce we have. Well, first we rim the glass. I did this all wrong.
She's saying we, and I'm like, interesting how you do it.
I did this all wrong. We rim the glass first with the tahini.
Most likely, half the time we forget to rim the glass first, so we've made it all, and then you're like, God damn it, I gotta flip it to another cup.
I'm drunk, and I'm trying to tell you how to make drinks. Okay, so... No, we're pretty good at rimming the glass first.
Right,
we're good at rim jobs.
Let me take this one. Okay, so you take tahini, you sprinkle it on a plate, then you get a pinch of salt. This is what I've just learned.
Okay.
Add a pinch of salt to that tahini because it just brings out the flavor, all right? First, then you slice up a lime. You rim the glass with the lime, okay? Rim that glass with the lime. Then you flip that glass over and you rim it with the tahini and the salt. Then squeeze the rest of that lime in the glass. Modelo. Dos Equis if you're at some stupid bar that doesn't have Modelo.
Or Pacifico if you have
Or they're only a Modelo Negro. But Rachel actually likes the dark Modelo.
Yeah.
Not my fave, but... And then you can do either Clamato juice... with a little Worcestershire and Tapatio, or you get a really
Mary
yummy Bloody Mary mix. Add that beer. And what am I missing? Oh, okay. The fun thing you can add is chamoy.
Chamoy?
It's chamoy or chaboy. It's in my closet. It's in my closet next to my jacket. Oh no,
it's in her cabinet. Yeah, I like mine spicier, so I will put a little bit more Tapatio, and I like to put the tahini in the cup.
Yeah, you can put some of that in there too, but like a green salsa verde is a really good if you don't have the Tapatio. So
I've got to pee before we answer the next question.
Okay, perfect. I just got an offer up on my snowboard pants. Let's see what we got here. I've been selling everything on OfferUp, guys. And people, I hate when they do this. I am continuing because it's like, I hate when people just send me a message and are like, hey, is this still available? And you're like, it's still there. Yes, it's still available. You guys, I've been making like at least $300 on OfferUp every single month. Bree's peeing. So I'm going to spill my, this is how I've been making side cash. I do OfferUp, I do Facebook Marketplace, and Let Go. So I do the holy trio of selling your shit. Make sure it's not garbage. Nobody wants to buy your garbage. And if you are selling something, stage it. If you got a nice pair of shoes, set them in a pretty corner, not with a bunch of your weird shit in the background, okay? Because you can make actual money. So I'm selling snowboard pants that were like, I spent $85 on them. I'm selling for $25, and I think that's a good deal. And this girl messaged me like 6 times 4 days ago, and she just messaged me again. Are they still available? Yes. You can come tomorrow. Just give me a holler. I mean, what else am I gonna do? There you go. Sorry, I had to spit my You know what? I sold Chris's aquarium pump. We broke down his fish tank and a snow jacket for $20 today. So $80 for aquarium pump. $20. He made $100 today.
I need you to sell. I will
sell anything for you guys. I am the fucking bomb at thrifty selling shit.
I have a hot tub motor that's like $1,000 when I paid for it. So
I will get you $475.
Perfect.
I'll get you $475 for that motherfucker.
So
Somebody's looking
question.
for it.
You got to ask the next question.
Okay. All right. She hit me back. Hold on. Let's see what she says. She says, "Okay, thank you. I'll never hear from her again." She's messaged me like 6 times for these pants the last 4 days. I hate her. But I'll be patient because I know she's going to buy them. This one is from Sarah. Podcast and personal goals for 2020.
Aww.
Ooh.
You go first.
Podcast goals. We really would like to. We've done some live shows in Las Vegas.
I think you have the same answer as me. Take this shit on tour.
Fuck yeah! But you know, when we say tour, we're not like Tool. Well, maybe we are because we're just hitting like a few random cities.
Exactly.
That's the goal. We're Tool.
We're gonna rage against the machine this tour.
Exactly. We're doing Coachella and 2 other random cities. That's us. We're like the Rage Against the Machine reunion tour. Yeah. So, I mean, for podcasting, that's what we want to do. We also want to expand our knowledge to other people that want to build podcasts.
Yeah.
We want to share with you how to do it because it's so fun.
But we're going to charge you.
It's cathartic. Absolutely. We're going to charge you because these skills pay the bills. And if you don't know how to do it, you obviously got to ask somebody, and we're here for you. We've done all the Googling and all the legwork and all the stress. I got the gray hair from figuring it out. Just one little gray hair. We want to share the knowledge.
What did I get from it? I don't know.
You're still young. You got the gift of youth.
Personal goals?
The personal goals, I just want to, I want to take this thing we've been growing as a business and really learn more about it. I want to learn more this year. I'm really, and I've been looking into a lot of little courses and all this shit, but I realize like the internet is at our fingertips. So sometimes you're like, oh, I don't have money to pay for school, or I don't have the time to do this or that. If you get a question about something, fucking Google it and stop being lazy and stop asking other people to do work for you.
You know what's funny?
If you want something, do the fucking work and learn about it.
I'm gonna answer this question in a second, but that reminds me of something that I started talking about in Jocelyn's episode, but I never actually finished it. So my ex, one of my exes, he needed to put oil in his car, and he was texting me frantically like, I don't know how to do this, and I was sitting at work and I went, what the fuck do you expect me to do, bro? I'm at work. Like, I know how to put oil in my car, but I was just like,
who has their girlfriend like how to put oil in their car? Get some balls.
The man child.
Jesus Christ. Fucking YouTube it.
And that's what I said. I was like,
my father and Chris learned everything.
I was like, look on YouTube. And he was like, rah, and I was like, look at the schematics online. And he was just like, he had another like complaint. And I was like, I YouTubed it. I YouTubed his car, make, model, everything, and sent him the video. And I was like, I'm at work. Please stop asking me questions.
Wow. So you're like, here is the knowledge that you need to learn. I'm like, handed him the book, and he's still like, but tell me the book.
Yes.
Stop being the person that says tell me the book and just figure it out. Otherwise, we're here to help you start your podcast.
We will be charging you.
We're going to charge you because you're too lazy to do the work. That's okay. We won't judge you on that.
Personal goals. That's funny. Personal goals for me. I want to start writing more again. I realized I kind of stopped writing because I'm a poetry writer. I'm a memoir writer, but poetry is really one of my first loves to write. Songs. Yeah, I stopped writing. I got really kind of depressed this year. We're going to do an episode soon on our where we're at mental health wise and everything.
We are, because it was a
rough year.
Yeah, we lost a friend last year, and we have something special planned.
Yeah. But I realized I stopped writing. And I want to write more poetry. Also, I want to kind of book some more modeling gigs. I kind of liked doing that. I've never...
Bree became a model.
I did. I became a model in 2019, and I've never felt, turning 30, and I'm sure you can attest to this too, being in your 30s, I have never felt more like a woman.
Liberating.
Yeah, but like in your 20s, you still feel kind of like a teenager, I feel like.
You do. You're still like, I'm still trying to figure out what my pose is when I stand.
You're like, I'm an adult, but I'm still trying to figure life out. Like, I feel like a fucking woman. I feel like I have the most feminine body I've ever had in my life, and I'd like to, show off that femininity.
Girl.
Oh.
I see it in you every day, and it inspires me, and I just love your energy because I just vibe off it. Seriously. I'm like, my girl's a model now. Like we do photo shoots and stuff.
We have a new one coming.
Yeah, we do have a new photo shoot coming. Last time we were hungover.
We're not going to be hungover this time, I promise. Yeah. We pinky promised each other we're not doing that this time.
Let's see how far we go without breaking our own rules again.
This one we're not going to do.
No.
I believe in us because we were so upset with the last one.
We have an incredible friend that will do some TSLclick.com.
Yes.
If you're in Vegas, he is a dear friend. Tell him that Keeping It Casual podcast sent you, and he will give you the homie hookup and the fucking red carpet, and your pictures will look incredible.
All right. So it's my next question I'm going to read for Patrick.
Okay.
Patrick, first official. Oh, hey, what's up, bro? First official bachelor of 2019 here.
Oh, yes, Patrick. I remember you. God, tell me you're not dating that girl anymore.
Please. I never thanked you for the honest and open advice you gave me. I took a lot to heart, and you girls really spoke to me. And for that, I am grateful. I feel more confident in my dating choices lately. Sounds like he's not with her.
Aww.
So I ask you too, what is something you are grateful for?
Damn.
What's something you're grateful for?
That kind of got me the feels a lot. I wasn't expecting that.
I know.
That's cool. We just talk shit and we just keep it real. So we just keep it casual. So if something we say like really moves you, that means a lot.
But what are you grateful for?
Oh my God. I'm grateful for, I'm grateful for you.
You stole my answer because I'm grateful for you.
I knew this was gonna happen.
I did too. I'm so grateful for you. You have no idea.
Okay, please go. Tell me about me.
Tell me why you love me. No, I am so grateful for you. Like, I think we've gotten to one tiff this year, and it was because we were both on our periods and we were upset, and it was just like a few weeks ago, and I called you immediately, and I was like, I'm so sorry. And
I was like, no, I'm so sorry, because I was about to call you. I came into like my room, like away from the children and the crying, and I was like, I needed to call Bree, and I knew I needed to call Bree for like 15 minutes. I was like circling the house. I was like, I need to call Bree because we were not communicating, and we were texting.
We were having some text miscommunications, and it was right before we recorded Jocelyn's episode, honestly. And I was just like, and I remember sitting there and I was like, God, I'm an asshole. And I called you and I was like, I'm sorry. And you're like, no, it's my fault. And I was like, no, it's my fault.
Oh.
And we got into like, not an argument about whose fault it was, but it was like, I'm just, you know, where I can't go, you pick up. Like when I was making our merch site, for example, I fucking stressed myself out to the max, and you had to stop me and be like, but we're not on a timeline. Like nobody knows we're doing this. And I was like, you're right.
You were in your own head about like putting this pressure and stuff.
Yeah, I put the pressure on myself, and then she told me that, and I was like, wait, you're right. And then there are times when she's like, and I'm like, but you don't need to, like, you don't have time to spell.
Dude, I don't have time to spell, okay? I just don't. I don't got time for this shit, okay? Figure my text out or don't be my friend. And all my good friends are like, I figured your shit out, girl.
We figured it out a long time ago.
I have to read them out loud because obviously you're using a microphone.
And honestly, I'm grateful for our keepers too.
Oh man, dude, our supporters that like you guys email us, and you just, when you email us and ask us a question, we're like, they want our opinion on this. Or like when you give us feedback on an episode and just say, you know what, when you said this, and we don't mention a lot of it because it's just so short and sweet and just like, I guess it just, we want to keep it for ourselves.
When you share us in your Instagram stories, when you, like Rachel every fucking week shares us, Monique does too. They share us in their stories. I love you guys.
Larissa. Hi.
Takia.
Yeah, I just, I mean, it just reminds us that, you know, we're doing something that's worth your time, and it's definitely worth our time. You know, it's cathartic for us. It definitely heals us. It definitely helps us talk about things we wouldn't really like sit down. And I haven't talked about this. I said I feel the most present when I'm with you, but honestly, Bree, like when I get into my head about shit, and the only other person that does this is Chris. I will have to say, you know, he is my supporter. He's my number one, of course. He's the man in my life.
Our number one supporter.
He is. He believes in our pipe dream more than we do. You know what I mean? He's just like, I got your back, girl. He's like, do that shit. And I'm like,
he's pushing us to do stuff we're not prepared for at this very second. He's like, why don't you do a live show in 2 weeks? And we're like, what? No.
But honestly, he is my support. But you are my partner in this whole thing. And like, if I have a wild idea, Bree's like, it's already sold out. And it makes me feel like it's possible. And like, I've never had a friend or a partner that I can rely on or depend on, or I feel like we're in something that we believe in so much and have so much passion for it. And it's just really, it's really incredible.
And what's great is like, when you have these big dreams, I'm like, okay, because this is where you're the dreamer and I'm the realist. You have these big dreams and I'm like, okay, well, how can we realistically do this? You're like, let's do this. And I'm like, okay, we're going to do that, but let's figure out how to do that.
Logistically, let's break it down. I'm like, cool, figure it out. Holler back. I got to go.
You're like, find it on YouTube. Teach me how to put oil in my car.
Tell me the book. Tell me the book. Show me the movie. No, but I feel like we balance out our shit.
We do.
Sometimes she comes to me and she's just like, I don't know about this or that. And sometimes you just need that person that you can balance things off. And you're like, I don't understand. I don't see this. There's a million different things. And they're like, stop. Look at this one thing, because that's all you need to focus on. You're distracted by a million things, because anytime
you're distracted by the blinking lights, let's look at this. The road.
Anytime I need to just like channel out all the bullshit and call Bree, she's just like, this is what we need to do. And I'm like, I could have saved myself an hour of sweating and stressing if I just talked to her. And you know what? You always drop everything in the middle. You're like that person. You could have a million things going on. You will drop everything for a friend. And I really I really feel that and appreciate that.
Thank you. You know what's funny? Grace told me that today. She's like, you need to open she's like, you are so many people's safe space. And that made me feel really good. Hi, Grace. Aww. She listens to.
Hey, girl. She was Tina Belcher for Halloween. She was so great at our live show. Thank you for coming.
But she, she told me, she was like, you are so many people's safe space, because I've had a few friends drop a whole bunch of really crappy to their lives. And, I'm going through it with them too. Like, I'm not saying that I'm going through the emotions that they're going through, but just some really gnarly things that they're going through in their lives. And, I'm here for them. I'm whatever. And I was telling her about it. I was like, I have a friend going through, I didn't name names, obviously. I have a friend going through this. I have a friend going through that. And I was like, it's all kind of fallen on me at once. And I was like, and I'm doing my best, but at the same time, it's like, whoa, Jesus Christ. And she goes, you are so many people's safe space. She goes, I don't even think you realize it. And I made some joke. I was like, I should just open up a house, Bria. And she goes, Brianna's safe house. She goes, weed, wisdom, and micheladas.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes.
I was like, that should be my about me on my dating profile. I don't have.
Well, you know what? I think if people listen to this podcast, they hear how real you are and how honest and how open and how funny and beautiful. And I think it's so special that I've known you since you were 19 years old. And immediately I've just always had just the most, I just had this love for you.
You too.
Your light is just so sweet. And to reconnect and just build this thing that we have together has just meant so much to me.
We didn't even know what we were doing when we started. We were just like, I was like, I got some funny dating stories, and you're like, I got some funny life stories. Let's turn on the microphone and talk. We didn't know it was going to evolve into a sex and relationship advice podcast.
But we did know that we were in this to win it. We said we have a project that we want to do together, and you gave me so much confidence, and you continue to give me confidence. I don't get cheating. I don't get cheating vibes. No. I don't get any of those weird vibes.
I'm not cheating on you.
I'm not nervous about you. I just
no. And you know what? Shanti talked about this.
It's really important to have a good
Muses
partner.
Episode. She talked about this in the episode we did with her, and she talked about this in the most recent episode when they gave us the shout out. She said, when we started Muses Podcast, she didn't start it with Lynx. She started it with somebody else, and the person dropped out. And it's like, for us, everything was very organic. And there's so many podcasts, like even Brittany and Justine, they're stopping It's About Damn Crime, but I think they got something more in them because they believe in each other.
Oh yeah, and one of them.
We believe in you too.
Yes, we do. One of them had to move. Life choices has life has pulled them apart, but they're friends and they have a really creative edge together, and they're going to build something really cool.
Exactly.
Again. And we will wait.
We are waiting. You guys are our podcast besties.
We'll wait for It's About Damn Crime to bring it back hardcore. And there's so much knowledge and past history in their episodes because they're talking about real stories and true crime. Yeah. So there's plenty to catch up on while you wait. Yeah. If you haven't even got started.
Exactly.
And
you get their hilarious fucking there was
sarcasm.
There was one episode that Justine had me in fucking tears because I was laughing so hard because they were talking about they were talking about in the episode, she was like, they were talking about how her aunt was younger than her, and Justine goes, well, all my aunts are appropriate aunt age. I fucking died. And I had to text her immediately, and I was like, I am crying, laughing, driving to work because of you.
Just comedic timing and delivery of cool ass bitches. I just think we've been able to pull some really amazing guests. We've been able to bring some really great content, and we've made some really incredible friends on the podcast. Just people we've met, people our listeners, our keepers. We got a Facebook keepers page. It's a group. It's a private group for cool people.
We met It's About Damn Crime. We met Chris Kim.
Dude,
we've met My Worst Date podcast, Ashley from On the State Entertainment, all these amazing podcasts. I was gonna say female fronted, then I was like, and Chris.
Yeah, and Chris, shout out to the wolf.
Aww.
Oh god, we drove all the way out to LA and rolled into the parking spot, halfway into the parking spot, just enough so my truck was blocking the whole driveway to where we ran out of gas.
And if I really was paying attention, I would have made sure that we would have got gas. This is because that was my trust in you, that you would have paid attention to the gas gauge.
What was his episode called?
Viva Las Vegas.
Yes, Viva Las Vegas. Jesus, we've made some incredible things happen together. Go to the next
question. Now that we've sent all our love for each other and the keepers and
sorry, my husband too. Chris is cool.
Chris is
he knows.
Chris Peters.
He fucking knows. He fucking knows. All right, this next one is Kate.
Hi, Kate.
You girls have great style. Teach me your fashion ways. Also, Bree, how do you eyeliner wings so sharp? Okay, first, let's start with the eyeliner wings because I am from the eyeliner pencil generation and we struggle, okay?
So
we're not 7th graders practicing all day.
Morphe. It's $7. It might be $12, actually. It's $7 to $12.
Let me see those wings. They last all day? Wings still sharp. What time did you do those?
6:30 in the
morning. Not bleeding at all.
So I use Morphe's felt tip liner. Mm-hmm. You can get it at Ulta. You can get it online at Morphe.com. You can get it at any Morphe store. Yes. When I started learning how to do sharp ass wing eyeliner, I would use tape or a business card.
Does the tape thing work? I feel like, okay.
I prefer a business card. So I would line it up with my eye because you have to go by your own eye shape. I would line it up and then just flick. And then I would fill in the liner the rest of the way.
Okay, here's a question, a big eyeliner question we're all dying to know.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it done a million different ways.
Yes.
Before or after the foundation? What do we need a shot?
We need a shot.
Okay, shot.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's just Fireball, guys.
We could call this episode Drunk Questions.
I like it.
Okay.
It's just Fireball. It's not tequila, but it's still deadly, so it's slow.
Okay, so the way I do my makeup is very ridiculous. I do very thin layers of foundation. You know when you paint your nails, you do a thin layer. Like you do your base coat and you let that dry. Then you do your first coat and then you let that dry. And then you do your second coat and you let that dry. And then you do your top coat.
Quick dry top coat always.
Always.
I have a 4-year-old. She always wants her nails done. Quick dry top coat. Sally's.
But I do my foundation similar. Before I do anything, I do my eyebrows, I conceal them, my whatever. And then I do a half a pump of foundation. And if you do like a sponge, you do a sponge. I prefer a makeup brush. I brush it into my face.
Yeah.
And then I do my eyeshadow. And then I dust off any excess eyeshadow if anything has fallout. And then I take another half pump and I do the next layer of foundation.
Because I've always seen this thing where they like do the eye makeup and then they do the foundation. But I'm like, I look crazy with just eye makeup and no foundation. I can't deal.
And everybody does it their own way. I like to put my second layer of foundation and then my concealer after I've done my eyeshadow. Just because. So I'll do my second layer of foundation and then I do my eyeliner because it's dried as I'm doing my eyeliner because it does take me a few minutes to do eyeliner. I have really trembly hands, guys. I have shakes. So it takes me a few minutes. And then I do my concealer. And then I set my concealer. And then I do my contour and my blush.
I'm crossing my legs and pointing my toes and I'm adjusting. I'm like, God, I didn't know. Like, I need to know how to do my makeup all of a sudden.
Yes. And I do my contour, my blush while everything else sets. And then I dust off the setting powder, do my highlights, put on mascara, put on my fake eyelashes if I wear fake eyelashes that day, which most of the time I wear my falsies. Let's be real here. I didn't wear them today. I do a spritzy spritz of my setting spray and I move on to my hair because I always, like, if I wash my hair that day, I let my hair try to dry naturally as I'm doing my makeup.
Yeah, hair afterwards. Yeah, always hair.
So that's how I do my makeup. If I had a boyfriend, I would 100% do one of those boyfriend does my makeup videos for you guys, but I don't have a boyfriend, so whatever.
Should I have Chris do my makeup?
I think you should.
That would be funny.
Because Chris fucking hates anything girly. He doesn't hate girly stuff, but he like makes fun of us anytime we talk about anything girly.
And he goes, oh my God.
Yeah, I know. I'll come in and I'll be like, oh my God, I bought this $50 makeup palette at TJ Maxx
for $4.
And he's like, oh my God, I got it for $4. And I'm like, fuck you, Chris.
We're all like, shut up.
Nobody asked you.
You don't understand what kind of knowledge this is. Okay. I'm not the makeup queen. Forgive me. Bree's makeup is flawless and lasts all day.
So style. She wants to know about our style too. I just wear whatever I feel like that day.
Here's my thing with style. I have to feel sexy. And to feel sexy doesn't mean...
and comfortable.
There it is. Yeah. I do not. I always have to feel a little sexy. You know what I mean? Whether it's just pulling the shoulder off and showing a little bra. And if you're going to do that, don't put on your beige bra, bitch, okay? No. Get a nice pretty bra with a nice sparkly thing
strap.
Or red or color. Pop a color, okay? Always a little shoulder off.
If you're wearing like
can turn out anything.
Oversized tunic, tie it up a little bit.
Yeah. I feel like you have to be comfortable. If you're not comfortable, you're not going to look good because you're not going to feel good.
If you're not comfortable.
My number one style is sexy casual. That's always how I do.
I'm big on
sexy
like
casual.
if I'm wearing a pair of jeans, style it up with some heels that are comfortable.
Yeah, if you got heels where you gotta walk funny, it ain't gonna work, and everybody knows that your feet hurt.
No, you want to strut like you're walking down the runway. If I'm wearing joggers, that's the only time you're going to see me in tennis shoes is like leggings or joggers. Dude. You're not going to see me in, unless it's like really fly sneaks. Like if I got a pair of Air Force Ones, I can style them up with a pair of black skinnies or something.
Ooh, I do love a sexy pair of sneakers with some skinny jeans and a
crop top.
Yeah, and I do love some joggers with like a sexy pair, like a boot heel.
Yeah.
But you got to wear the right jacket.
Well, like,
you need a jacket with a jogger and a heel.
You technically had fucking joggers on with heels and a cute top, and nobody would have known the fucking difference.
I had a fierce ass, like, I had a bralette on underneath, which was like kind of that corset bralette, and it was, I had these like slices in the back of my shirt, and I wore those like high-waisted yoga pants, yoga sweats that are like sliced down the side.
Yep.
Victoria's Secret, they were pretty hot. Yeah, and I wore like some heels with that, and I was just feeling myself like a motherfucker. Yeah, I just think like sexy casual is my favorite way to go.
Yeah.
Feel comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable, then fucking get rid of it.
Exactly.
Get rid of everything in your closet that is uncomfortable, unless you're like Kim Kardashian and you just like to
and
wear
so
stuff
like with me, if I'm gonna wear a mini skirt, I'm gonna style it up with like a band tee and some over the knee boots or something.
Okay, I think that's a good rule right there. Pair something fancy with something casual.
Yes.
Fancy
cash.
Fancy casual. A podcast in 2020. Here we go. FancyCasual.com.
All right. Vanessa is our next question.
All right.
I lost my job this year and had to let go of some of my favorite habits and splurges. If you had to let go of one of your favorite spoils, what would it be?
I feel you so much. Well, I let go of eyelash extensions, and I had them for like 4 years, and it took me a minute to get used to my face again, and that was not fun. And if I could afford them, I would get them again.
I let go of Brazilian waxing. But it's not that I stopped grooming down there. I let go of it. Mm-hmm. You guys know, if you are a true fan of the podcast, I am the one who swears by Brazilian waxing.
I swear by eyelash extensions. So, and it gets expensive. Some things get expensive.
Every 3 weeks, paying $50 for...
To be slightly humiliated.
Yeah.
That's what I could never get past. I was like, look at a Brazilian wax. I don't want to go talk to her about weird stuff. I don't want her to know anything about my life. Like, she'd be like, so what do you do? Be like, well, I'm on the radio.
This is why
I'm my vagina. I did not want to do that.
This is why I'm the best esthetician. Like, I don't fucking give a shit.
Okay, that's when you're the girl that's laying there getting waxed, you're like, do you want to talk about everything in your life? No. Can we just
exactly? This is why I'm a great esthetician, because
know the least about
me. If my face is in your pussy, I'm not gonna ask you questions. I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's beautiful.
Dude, I've had everybody like the ones
I had one esthetician I went to who I very much trusted, but it just kind of got expensive for me, and I started doing I talked about this, the magic hair remover or whatever. It's good. It lasts 4 days. I don't get ingrowns. The reason why I don't shave is because I would get really bad ingrown hairs. That's why I went to waxing from shaving. But this stuff, I don't get ingrowns. Like, you can do the booty strip with it. You can do anything with it, and it's
so Grace has changed your game with that stuff.
It's $4 for a bottle of this versus $3. That lasts me probably a month and a half.
I can say one of the best things I've ever learned for ingrowns was Aquaphor. That Vaseline kind of stuff.
That's what I put on tattoos to help them heal properly.
That's exactly that stuff. If you ever have like really bad razor burn or something, you just kind of like get that, rub it in there good. The next day, you're like, nothing happened. Where'd it go?
Good to know.
It is good to know because I've recently discovered this.
I used to use that. I worked in daycare for a hot second. I would use that on diaper rash.
Yeah. No, it is. It's honestly better for, because honestly, having kids, I've had like razor burn before, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, maybe I could use diaper rash cream. It does not work the same. I don't know why. Aquaphor, girl. That shit works on everything. Even chapped lips. What?
Okay, so what's so funny, what I think is hilarious about this is if you listen at the beginning of the podcast, like our first bougie on a budget episode, MJ's like, I'm never getting rid of eyelash extensions, and I'm like, I'm never getting rid of Brazilian waxes.
You know what? Sometimes you got to. You know what? I got rid of the gel manicure a long time ago. But ladies, let me tell you something.
Shredded my nails.
If you got a fucking gel manicure, manicure. Your nails are on point, and I love you for it. And I respect you. If you can afford it, do it. Keep going. But I had to let go of gel manicures because they were so expensive to keep up with. I just do those,
like, the way
the pop-on nails?
Yeah. Because if I'm doing a manicure, I probably only want it for one single night anyway. I'll just put those press-ons on.
I know.
You did them for that photo shoot. And they were great for that photo shoot.
Here's the thing. We get stuck in these beauty routines, and they can get really expensive. So I challenge you in 2020 to look at some of your beauty habits. I love that you said this, Vanessa, because I too have fell off and I've had to let go of some of my splurges. And I was like, you know what? Too. And when I looked at the gel manicures, $30 plus I would probably tip like $8. That's almost $40. That's $80 once a month.
Yeah.
I was like, for nails? They fucking... No, I'm going to spend that on something else. So look at your beauty budget, ladies, and see where you can save, and either save that money, take that money, pay off a bill, or take that money and go shopping and buy something cool.
What
really
stopped me is
beauty challenge in 2020.
Beauty challenge 2020. What stopped me is like
drop a splurge.
I still have extensions. I'm paying for extensions.
I loved it. I did that for a while too.
Yeah, and I love them. That's $100 every 5 weeks. Mm-hmm. Which is fine.
That's not bad. It's just the initial setup that's expensive.
Yeah, which I'm gonna be buying some new hair soon. But that's neither here nor there. But I was like, I'm paying $100 for every 5 weeks for something that people see every day. Nobody looks at my pussy unless they're having sex with me.
Yeah.
Guess what? Yeah. I can prep that shit really easy.
I think everybody can use a little bit of like saving money here or there. So look at your budget.
It made more sense for me to get rid of waxing and use something else than than getting rid of hair extensions.
Look at your Starbucks habit. Look at your fast food habit. Look at these stupid habits that aren't benefiting you. And maybe you're like, I'm going to take my Starbucks habit and I'm going to get fucking gel nails.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, step up your budget.
If you're eating, fast food, Starbucks is like $5 to $8 every morning.
Oh my God.
Fast food, if you're getting fast food for lunch every day, that's like $10 to $12.
If it's cheap, it's $5. But I mean, it's like
unless you're me and you get like a Happy Meal once every 2 weeks. But yeah, like it's these things that like you gotta like this shit adds up,
dude. You know what? This is one of my favorite questions because Vanessa, you are right. She said she lost a job this year.
Yeah,
she's had to let things go. Even if you haven't lost a job this year, maybe you're making more money than you've ever dreamed of this year. Still, look at your budget.
You know what's crazy?
What are you splurging on that's unnecessary? Because put that money in a savings account. Put it towards things that will benefit you in a healthier, sexier way. Send them to me so I can get my eyelash extensions back.
We have our PayPal on our website.
We're not doing a Patreon. We're just saying give us money on our PayPal because that's what Patreon is. Just saying.
Basically, we're not giving you extra content, but just give us your money.
Just kidding.
Go to the Keeping It Casual merch store. Buy some shit.
Get rid of that manicure. You gotta keep it casual. Hoodie.
Get a logo
shirt. Get a beanie.
You know what's funny is like I'm such a shithead. I was out the other night with my friends and we were talking about cars and I said something about how like this year I had to buy a new car and it was like a huge stressor on me. You remember as I was like going trying to buy this new car, I was like, I don't know. I just like because I had rushed into the last car I bought and it died at 70,000 miles and like it was gonna be $7,000 to fix or buy a new car and I was so stressed out. I don't think I talked much about it on the podcast because I was just like fucking cars.
Yeah, but that's a lot.
I bought a new car and
tell them what you got.
I got a Kia Soul. Ooh. So Rachel and Grace are my Kia Soul sisters because they both have Kia Souls, and I'm like,
we're soul sisters.
We're soul sisters. But I love my silver.
If you get one, DM us and let us know that you're also a soul sister.
You're also a soul. Even if you're a dude, you can be a soul sister. But anyway, so I was talking about with some friends the other night, and I was talking about like the crazy story of me having to buy a new car this year and how frustrated I was and how I was like, oh, I paid this car off, so I don't have a car payment. And then it was like, oh, guess what, bitch? You got a car payment again.
Oh, I know.
I'm telling this story. And I went, because it was like with some of my comedian friends. And I went, well, I mean, the good thing is when you have a day job and you have a good credit score, you can go out and buy a car. And they were just like, are you fuck you, bitch? Like, that's why I love comedians, because I can say the dumb shit that I think, and they'll just like give the shit back to me. And I was like, you're right. I need to shut my fucking mouth.
Listen, you can't be mad at anybody about your credit but yourself. Let's face it.
That's true. Truth. If you can't go out and buy a car like on credit, then
let's not be mad at anybody.
Don't be mad at me.
Don't be mad at anybody because you did it. Okay, let's just be honest with ourselves.
We've all done it. We've all had bad credit situations. Let's ask the new question.
All right, Wendy.
The new question. The next question.
Wendy, and then we're gonna get into top 5 episodes of all time.
Okay.
We'll give you another fun candy shots recipe from our new book from our very own Samantha Jones.
Wendy, final thoughts.
Okay, Wendy says 3 highlights from 2019.
Hitting that I've lost 100-pound mark.
Girlfriend. You guys, do you even know this? If you don't know this, my God.
Follow me on Instagram, Bree Mix.
Jesus.
Doing 2 sold out live shows
with
you.
I'll steal that one. That'll be one of mine as well. 2 manifesting those motherfuckers too.
Getting over my ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
You know, you guys heard the entire relationship. You hear me make bitter comments about it, but it's just because I'm joking.
Fucking conquering heartache.
It was.
Moving past it.
I conquered heartache, and I fucking own that shit. Like, I don't know. I'm in a place now where I'm happy. I started the year off where I was a fucking spiraling nutcase.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of things that happened that I don't really talk about on here. I don't know if I ever will. There was a lot of emotional abuse that I went through, but I conquered it. And I'm past it, and I'm generally in a place where I'm happy now.
I think a lot of our listeners have, a lot of you guys have sent us some really honest messages, and they're like, I don't really want to talk about this on the podcast, but I related to something you said, and you've shared some things with us, and it reminded us that we do need to talk about some deeper things that have happened with us. We try to keep it light and sexy and fun and silly.
Yeah.
But we're gonna come back around to this in a couple episodes because we owe it to you to be really honest. Things aren't always butterflies and sunshine in our lives. It's not always just sex and laughs. We try to laugh through all of our pain and stuff.
That's the thing with MJ and I, is because we both sit down and we're like, God, this we'll talk on the phone to each other, which I don't really talk on the phone except for to you. And you're the same way. You don't really talk on the phone except for to me. And we'll start with business and we get the business out of the way, and then we're like, okay, what's really going on with us? And we get those out. And by the time we sit down to record, it's like we've gotten all those emotions out. We started drinking, and we just want to have fun with each other because we've been through the bullshit. We've talked about the bullshit already. Every day we talk. We pretty much talk on the phone every day. Yeah. And I tell you my cunty moment of the day. I've really started doing that. I'll be like, gosh, I love it. This is my cunt moment of the day.
And all I do is just affirm that, no, that was very necessary. And I appreciate it.
It does.
But we want to come here. We want to be a rock for you. We want to be a sounding board, but we also realize we need to be more vulnerable for you.
Yes.
And we want to share some things that we've dealt with.
We're going to work on that for 2020 for you guys.
Yeah, but we don't want to. We want you to listen to this podcast and turn it on, and not just. We don't want you to cry. We've had some moments, but we want you to be inspired. Yeah. We want you to feel like you relate. But we're going to share more of those things that are hurting us.
Yes. So what are your top 3 highlights from 2019?
I think one of the absolute biggest highlights for me was losing my job, because it gave me a chance to really humble myself.
Step out of your comfort zone.
It pushed me out of my comfort zone. It humbled myself, and it made me realize that I'm a mom of 2. I have a 4-year-old and I have a little boy that just turned 2. And at the time he was 1. She was 3 at the time.
Yeah.
So I'm so grateful that I had time to really just say, fuck it. I don't have a job, and I'm going to be a mom, and I'm going to focus on doing this and being a mom right now, because they're what's important to me, and they're the people that I'm supposed to be here for. And I was able to step up big time.
And you know what? I feel like you saw who your real friends were too.
Oh, yeah, I did. Absolutely.
Me. I'm your only friend, bitch.
You're the biggest friend ever.
I'm your only friend.
My support. And you know what? I got to be one of the biggest highlights too is my husband's reaction to it all. He had to take on this huge responsibility of taking care of me and the family.
He didn't even think about it. He just said, okay.
It was like, oh, you're just going to do your podcast and just fucking chill and be a mom? Oh, big deal. I don't know.
Was just Chris was like, you don't need to work.
You be a fucking mom. Yeah. You do your podcast. You live your best life, and I got your back. And it was just... I gotta say, it was just humbling. It really pushed me out of my comfort zone. So just seeing the support of my family and my friends, and just being a chance to be a mom, I think that trumps any top 3. But, you know, of course, having something we've been working so hard on.
Sold out live
sold
shows.
out some live shows.
We did our the first live show by ourselves. The second show, we did the first Alternative Babe show, which was something we had been manifesting before we did the first live show. We started manifesting the Alternative Babe show.
And you know what? When we did that second live show that we sold out, we gave 2 other podcasts a chance to do a live show, and it was their first. And they were like, I would not have done this without you, so thank you.
And they both
that was
fucking
huge.
slayed. Ashley, you basically did a stand-up comedy bit as much as you don't think you did.
Oh, girlfriend, you are
and
a one-woman show.
Brittany
It was
and
incredible.
Justine, both of you, Scott.
Good. Yeah.
I
Big
don't,
supporter of
I
the
don't
girls.
think they realize, like, that's strange. Like, they
How
did
powerful their show was.
Yeah, how powerful that show was. They got up there. Natalie got up there and told a story that she wouldn't have even. She has mentioned it to me, and she has never told it to me. I'm her best friend.
It's About Damn Crime does they
Yeah.
do true crime stories, but they also did a Stranger Danger
Dangers.
segment with their listeners. And there's so much great content that is evergreen, which means like it's not talking about the news today. This is stuff that's happened. So listen to their show. It's really great. But I would say one other thing is definitely thankful to Fanya from Pole Fitness Studio, because we did our first live show there, and all of a sudden I was like, you know what? I would love to teach pole dancing again. I would love to be a part of this again. And I've started teaching again. I haven't done that in 4 years. I got pregnant with Vivian when I was 4 months, you know, when she was a baby. She's 4 now. So I taught pole dancing for like 12 years until she was born, and then I stopped, and I've gotten a chance to like teach again and just
You did
be
a one-off
inspired.
class for me once.
Yeah, and I've done
She did. Let me tell you, when MJ and I reconnected, when MJ and I first reconnected before I started working at the radio station she was at, when MJ and I first reconnected, I was like planning a bachelorette party, and I messaged her, and I was like, "Yo, girl." I was like, you still teaching pole dancing?
Yeah.
And she was like, I can make it happen for you.
This was 10 years ago. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Because I was at, I remember where the studio I was teaching at.
Yeah. And she was like, I can make it happen. No, it was when I was in beauty school, because you ended up coming in a facial from me after that. She was like, I can make it happen for you. And I was like, oh, thank you. And I get there, and I'm like trying to talk to her. It was right after Vivian was born. I'm like trying to talk to you about like being a mom. And you're like, we're going to be slutty today. And I was like, oh, okay. All right. And I was like, that's why I picked this class.
I love it. God, yeah. No, I've done it. I've done randomly classes here and there, but now it's got me fully immersed back into teaching and dancing again.
And you know what?
It's really
Pole Fitness Studio,
powerful.
Rachel and Nick, they were like, we want to do a Don't Tell comedy show here.
Oh, they need to. They need to.
How fucking amazing would that be?
Find us on
the
board.
Comedians, like, I want to see a comedian try and do a pole dance.
Dude, I want to. Yeah, I got a comedy. pole dancer
I
for
know
y'all.
who I think should headline that show. Like Rachel and Nick, let's chat.
Yeah, we're gonna make it happen. So anyhow,
Okay.
sorry, I just got really excited.
So
there.
there's one more question, and then there's the top 5 episodes.
All right, so for the last question, Bree, this is something that I just wanted us to both like just be honest about. But what is the biggest lesson you've learned this year?
I actually just did a social media post on this because you're not the big social media queen that I am.
Girl, I've been in a bubble the holidays. Been in the holidays.
So I'm just going to read it to you.
Okay.
And I dedicate it to my best friends, you, Sylvia, Michelle, fucking Natalie, Monique, and then some of my new friends, Rachel, Ashley, Grace, Gianni. This year I've learned a lot, but the biggest lesson I've learned is sometimes it's okay to burden people with your troubles. I've learned that I don't have to go through this little crazy thing called life alone.
It's right.
I wouldn't have made it without these beautiful faces smiling with me when I was happy and lending a hand when I was low. Just like the Beatles said, I get by with a little help from my friends. She's crying, guys.
Not crying.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
That was beautifully put.
But it's true. I have always, you even said I'm ready to take on anybody's problems, but
Dang,
I have
girl.
always had a problem with lending my problems to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And this year I was forced into a situation where I had to learn that, like, sometimes you just need to rely on other people and unload on other people.
Yeah. I agree with that big time. And you totally just made me cry.
Yeah.
What the hell? I'm not expecting that. I was just like, oh, this is really fucking deep. Jeez. And I bet everybody listening who was noted in that and people that weren't were probably like, yeah, that's hard thing to be like a strong person and want to just, and then you got to open yourself up, and you've let me do that. That's probably a big reason why you're one of my biggest supporters. And I know I can tell you things. You're not going to judge me, and you always lift me up and show me things in a different way.
Yeah, I'm not here to judge anybody, because guess what? Whatever fucked up thing you've done, I've probably done too, or done it way more fucked up.
God, I love judging people. I judge people I don't like.
I mean, I judge people I don't like. I judge people that, like, if you're a cheating little slutty biatch, I'm going to judge the shit out of you and whatever career you choose.
If you're a fucker, you're going down, because we can definitely shit talk as well.
Yeah, but really, like, I don't want to judge the people I love. And the people, and I'm hoping the people that love me don't judge me, but
no, and it's hard not to judge people, and it's hard to really listen to somebody and give them an honest, and that's why we don't talk about our shit. That's why we're easier to be there for somebody rather than to just tell you, like, look, this happened, and to worry about somebody being like, because you found real friends and real people that love you and care about you. Yeah, and I definitely do.
Oh, I love you too. This has been just a lot of love this episode. Okay, what's the biggest lesson you've learned this year?
Oh God. My biggest lesson definitely is probably putting expectations on things. You know, I have ideals. I've always been kind of an idealist. I think, like, this should be this way or this should be that way.
You're a dreamer.
I'm such a dreamer. You know, like,
you're who I wear on my neck.
You know, I see things a certain way. I'm a very visual person, so I see things, and when things don't go my way, or they don't go exactly as I've thought them up in my little head, I get really spazzy and I get pissed off. And like this year, my fucking son was sick again on his birthday. We couldn't have his birthday party.
But he's not going to remember it.
Everybody was sick on Christmas, and we couldn't do things that I wanted to do. We couldn't go to the snow. Like, I'm just like trying to roll with the flow and not put so much expectations on things. My sex life with my husband. I've got 2 young children. We have crazy schedules. If it's not wild and crazy one month, maybe it will be the next month. And I'm not gonna.
You'll call me and you'll call me and, like, the thing is like, this is why we work so well together, is because we're not so close in each other's situations. So you'll call me and be like, we haven't had sex in 3 weeks, and I'm like, okay, but what else has been going on?
I'm like, well, I was sick, and then I was on my period, and then
you know, and you start really, and
he was out of town. Where there wasn't time for the sex.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then it's like, I'm not here to always, like Jocelyn said, I make excuses for my friends. Yes, I am here to make excuses for my friends, but I'm also here to show you the light. Yeah. I had a friend say to me, because she found out somebody had her boyfriend had cheated on her, that she felt completely worthless. And I said, okay, my ex-boyfriend cheated on me this year. I understand that feeling of worthlessness. Do you think I'm worthless? And she said no. And I said, so every bad thought you have about yourself in this situation, I want you to pretend you're saying it to me, because I just went through this a year ago. And she went, fuck you.
Oh, God.
Because it's like, you want to feel those bad feelings, but when somebody puts that light into it, you're that perspective into it, and you're like, oh shit, man, now I can't feel bad about myself.
Now you're gonna pull me out of my self-pity. I just wanted to be here for a moment. And sometimes you gotta be there, wallow in it for a moment, then take a deep meditative yoga class, and then snap out of it, okay?
And she called me today, and she goes, I've been sick for 2 days. I'm going to yoga, and I'm feeling better. And I was like, oh, okay.
No. I texted you this morning. I was like, I feel like hell. We're recording tomorrow.
And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. Boom, boom, boom.
Then I had coffee, and I was like, I'm going to yoga. Chris was like, you're going to yoga and you're sick. I was like, I'm going to yoga. I'm sick of being sick and laying around. I've got to do something. And it cleared my soul and my head.
And she called me on the way. She's like, I'm going to yoga. And I was like, okay.
I was like, Anna, listen to this podcast about SEO.
She's like going on. And she's like, and we're recording tonight. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, sometimes you got to get out of that funky stuff.
Even if it's sick in the head, sick in the nose, sick in the heart, whatever it is, there's always a way out, guys.
Yeah. I love it though. I love that you're being more vulnerable. You know what I mean?
Oh,
that's so hard.
Feelings.
That is fucking hard. And I'm stopping being such a control freak. I think that's what it really is. I have so many ideals, and I expect I have a lot. I'm trying to let go a lot of that because I can't control everything.
Exactly. I've made a new friend in a roommate of a guy I've been sleeping with. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I made a new friend and one of his roommates, and he said something to me, and he was like, "What are you afraid of? What's one of your biggest fears?" And I said, "Emotions." And like that was the first thing that came out of my mouth.
And she has a podcast about feeling your emotions.
Well, and I just went, you know what? That's obviously something I need to work on for 2020. I'll put that as a goal. Work on feeling my emotions.
I think you do a pretty good job of being honest on here. And maybe this is like what I said. This is the one place I can be present.
Yeah.
In my real life. Am I ever present? I don't think so.
No.
And maybe that's how it is with you in your real life.
Yeah. Because it's
a window. It's like,
we want to do so much. I live in my head so much that I want to do anything I can to get out of it. Mm-hmm. And it's like, how am I being honest with myself if I'm either living so inside my head that I'm like, or is like, I need to be so far away from my brain that, this podcast is where I find that balance where it's like, I can be honest.
You guys, if you've ever had dreams of starting a podcast, even if you don't have a friend that wants to do it,
figure it out. We're going to help you.
It's fun.
Now I guess we need to get into my trivia game.
Okay. Yeah, let's wrap this up on a power edge, okay? Let's stop the tears. That was beautifully written, Bree. And I really appreciated what you said because I thought it was just really charming.
But it's the truth. And it's
because
the truth.
It's about me, too.
It's about you, too.
It was some part about me. All right, guys. We have pulled up the top 5 downloaded episodes of all time.
MJ has.
Yes, I pulled them down. Bree doesn't
fucking know.
I want to see if she knows.
And I have to do it from 1 to 5, right?
5 to 1. I'm going to give you
5 to 1.
I'm going to give you the episode, and you can't.
Okay, let me give you my ideas first, and let me tell you first, and if I'm wrong, then you got to give me hints.
No.
Okay.
We're going to do it my way. This is
her game.
Now, we're going to go from 5 to 1, okay? I'm
okay.
Give you the clue, and you have to do it, okay?
Okay.
All right.
5.
Number 5, the greatest shit show of the whole season. And let me give you, we are still growing our episodes. Like, you guys are still catching up on episodes. So some of our recent ones,
Ross?
they aren't in there. Rock of Love Bus episode Talk Dirty to Me with Jamie Ross from the Rock of Love Bus. You guys, she dated Bret Michaels. She was on a reality dating show. It's all the reality show secrets.
It was 2.5 hours of our drunk asses never
We drank a lot of tequila. I loved how everybody was in stripper heels.
Everyone. Okay, this is so fucked up. You just said that. Like, everyone was in
straight
stripper
on
heels.
The streets.
I literally, when I got home, I ordered a pair of stripper heels because I was like, oh, this is what everybody wears. And then I'm like, by the way, I live in New York City. I should be like super trendy. And I'm like, there's the stripper heels. And I'm like, what am I doing?
But it was a lot of those reality show deep secrets.
Yes.
It was so fun and wild.
It was.
We love you, Jamie
And it's
Ross.
still on Hulu if you guys want to watch it.
Rock of Love Bus with Bret Michaels. Oh, God. That was our top 5 episode.
Yes.
Okay. So for our top 4 episode, the realest, life-changing episode.
The break episode?
The break episode.
That's number 4.
That's number 4.
Really?
It was number 1 for a while.
Life has done some changes on us recently.
Yeah, so the new year hasn't been exactly that great to your co-hostesses.
I think, but didn't we start off by saying one thing? Like, it's about, you can't control anything.
No.
But when shit falls in your lap and things happen, you find a way to roll with it.
Or
right?
you freak the fuck out.
There's always the initial freak out. And yeah, I think that's what we wanted to chat about today. Some serious relating. I think we've all been in a position that both of us have fell into recently and can relate.
Was number 1 for a really long time because y'all bitches are nosy.
Okay, so coming in at number 3, we took this test. It was called BDSM.
Sex Talk with a Brat and Switch.
Yep, we took a BDSMtest.org and we found out who we are sexually on our kinky size. I snuck off to the bathroom. When I got back, I was like, we got to kind of lose these girls. They're a little weird. You're like, the one tried to kiss me, and I was like, I've been feeling like the one's been trying to plant one on me all night. We got to shake these girls. I feel very uncomfortable.
Well, and then before that, because we had so much fun that night, but so many bizarre things happened.
And you guys should still go and still DM us your results. But BDSMtest.org, that was a fun episode. Episode 6. It was Sex Talk with a Brat and Switch. Yes,
I'm here
3.
for it. I'm here for it.
the second most downloaded episode
Jesus.
of all time was Where It All Began.
What is the name of that episode? What is our first episode
What?
called?
You don't know what it's called?
I'm drunk right now.
We were just a couple
30-something Vegas babes.
30-something Vegas girls. Episode 1. Put it out there, be out there with it, but let's not pretend it's about something else.
No, it's not. Stop trying to free the nipples on Instagram.
Guys, you wouldn't believe that's where the drunken, naked guy was found in the bathtub.
We were sober in that episode.
My ex was out of prison. Wow,
I had went
things.
to my ex's seen my ex for the first time live.
Oh my God, there was
Like, we had been dating for, remember, okay, so here's a fun fact that I don't think I ever talked about on the podcast. My ex and I, we started fucking casually and we had great sex, guys. When I went to go see him do stand-up for the first time, I had a mini freak out, and I told him, I was like, I need you to watch his stand-up, because if he's terrible, I need you to come back and tell me. He's on YouTube. I can't do this. Like, what if he's terrible? What if he's terrible? Then I can't sleep with this guy anymore.
I watched it. I was like, you know what? He's funny. He's got his own thing.
But we hate him now.
Yeah, he's got his own audience.
But
it's not this audience anymore, okay?
he has one fan, and she's his girlfriend.
Not gonna kill on his vibe. He does his thing.
I will.
Okay, you guys, but the top #1 downloaded episode of all time on Keeping It Casual podcast could be none other than the legendary
Maite Garcia, the most beautiful girl in the world.
You guys, it was Prince's first wife. She joined us for an episode. She's a local in Las Vegas. She teaches belly dancing workshops. You could actually hang out with her like
she has a puppy rescue.
She's incredible and amazing and gorgeous and fabulous. And we love you, Maite.
It's called The Most Beautiful, My Life with Prince. And it was basically my life to meeting Prince at 16 and then keeping a friendship with him until I turned 18, and then working with him, kind of starting a relationship with him after that.
Yeah.
You know, it was beautiful and funny. There were times that, you know, he stole my makeup.
And that was our #1 episode of the year.
Of all time.
Of all time. This is our all time. But granted, our other episodes, like, people are still catching up. You wouldn't believe when you see, like, episode 1 is still going, episode 2 is still going, episode 3, like, the numbers are still going.
We
and it just
still
makes
have
us
some
know.
casualties, but the keepers, thank you guys.
The keepers keep keeping on.
The keepers keep keeping on. Rachel started the hashtag Wednesday is for keepers.
I love it. I love it.
Guys, okay. Oh, I get to do the next shot.
Like we said, this is a lot of extra. It's our final final episode of the year, which is kicking off the new year.
Of the decade.
Of the decade. Holy shit.
You guys, it's 2020.
It's 2020 and beyond.
Okay. Here is your first shot of
the first shot was the candy cane, so
Okay.
the second shot has to be different.
Second shot
Ready,
of 2020.
and stop. What you got?
a jelly bean.
All right, give us the jelly bean shot.
1 part blackberry brandy, 1 part coffee liqueur,
What?
1 part I don't know what that means.
Do another one. I don't like
Anisette,
it.
and 1 part 1 part 151 proof rum. I want you guys to drink that.
All right, you'll be dead after one shot.
I don't know what Anisette is. ANISETTE?
Okay, can you find us a shot that isn't going to... We have to buy one big bottle of liquor. It's going to sit in our cabinet forever because we had to make this one special shot. It's like that weird recipe you made and you have that weird spice that'll never be used again.
What about
I hate
Kool-Aid?
those. Yeah, what's a Kool-Aid shot?
Vodka, amaretto,
Yeah.
melon liqueur, and raspberry liqueur.
Now you're talking.
Shake with ice and strain.
You will be fucked up in the morning.
You guys, we have some great guests coming on for 2020.
That's right.
MJ and I were at the bar before we started recording, and we think we want to have 2 bachelors come on.
That's right.
At one time.
I know.
2
We also want to have a pop-up at PT's.
and Charlotte Ruse for Takia.
Pop-up podcasts are happening too, so hopefully you'll come out and join us.
We got live shows planned. We have so many great things in the works that we can't talk about yet, but they're going to be announced.
But we got to save it because I'm going to be editing all fucking Monday,
So-
trying to get this episode ready.
We
for
need
you.
to finish our bottle of Fireball off the mic and say until next time, bye.
Oh, good times. We hope you related.
If so, let us feature you. Email us at feedback@keepingitcasualpodcast.com or show you're a keeper on Facebook. Like the Keeping It Casual page and join the group.
Yes, bonus. If you rate and review on Apple Podcasts, you get into our monthly Keeping It Casual swag giveaway. It's the last Wednesday of every month.
More hookups when you share us on your Instagram stories at Keeping It Casual Podcast.
That's right. Find me anywhere socially at MJ Radio Diva.
And I'm everywhere at Breemixed, BREEMIXED.
Keep it casual.
Bye.
Bye.